Autentes fortune uvat. Luke Dale, the actor for Hans Capon, is all over my goddamn For You page on TikTok. I can't escape him, even when I'm not playing this game. But, and yeah, you don't really interact with Hans all that much here in Kingdom Come 2. I was kind of hoping for more of a sort of buddy cop-ish adventure with Hans and Henry here. I mean, they spent a lot of time. I don't know. I would have. I would like. I'm hoping Hans and Henry spend more time together, but they got separated again because Hans is going somewhere and Henry's going somewhere else. Do I need to make my camera bigger? Because other streamers I see, they got the face cam picking up so much. And I don't want to do that. But also, like, that's what the norm is. Maybe it's the norm for a reason? Oh, there's abandoned forge there. I wonder if there's anything good. Alright, so we have a couple quests. We have whatever that guy will tip us to in Malashov. And we have one up in Grund. I want to check out this abandoned forge. Oh, that's right. There are people in there. Never mind. I will not be going in there. And they're named.
Quick! Ka! Quick! Go!
I really should have done the, not the roads perk, stamina on roads perk for, pebbles.
Go!
I should have done the, off-roading
Quick!
perk. Because I rarely spend time on roads anymore. Yeah, I've seen it. No clue what I'm gonna answer for some of those. Also, what do we mean by depressing? I saw a Wookiee ask that same question, but then I did not see the answer. I looked away. And then forgot to check again. Check back.
Quick! Go!
Depressed at any moment. So like not depressed in the sense of like what kind of like a disappointed depression? Because then for me it'd be Last of Us 2. Or depression because of an emotional moment within the game. Then that would be Ghost of Tsushima. Because that one hit me in the feels. Last of Us 2 also pisses me the fuck off. I've ranted a lot about Last of Us 2 though on stream. So I will avoid it today, maybe.
Ka! Quick!
Really want you to interpret? Okay.
Ka!
Who the fuck are we gonna be talking to here in Malashov? I just murdered the entire guard. Asshole. You lot are free! Free of the tyranny of the Hungarians.
Whoa! Whoa!
Most of them? No, I'd put Skyrim in most of them. It's probably gonna be dominated by Skyrim. And then second place most is probably going to be Ghost of Tsushima.
God bless.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
Try asking Hashtal. He's the groom at the Malashov stables. There's always something to do when animals are involved. Try and ask him.
Working with horses, eh?
Why not? Coin is coin, after all. And that's about it, lad.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
I should check if
Farewell.
our main quest is timed, though. Doesn't seem like it. Underrated? I don't know if I've really got any underrated games. I've got plenty of overrated games. Dark Souls is going to take that category. No, Elden Ring is going to take that category. Since I don't think I can fairly hate on Dark Souls 1 just because I'm not playing it in the time period in which it was released. Like, I think it has aged fucking horribly. But Elden Ring is for sure overrated. Good game I dislike. What is one? It's for sure. Hold up. I'm going to the games I've ranked because I think I did one that Clay got salty about. Can't remember what year it was though. Games streamed. Let's see, we're gonna go to 2022. Outer Worlds is also an overrated game. Good game I dislike. Okay, nothing in 2022. What about 23? Probably no. Is Pathfinder ranked? Why? Could be Assassin's Creed. I could put Assassin's Creed Revelations. I was pretty disappointed in that one. That one was pretty meh to me. I wouldn't say I dislike Revelations. I just think it's nowhere near as good as the other two in that series, in the Ezio trilogy. That's really the only one. Dishonored 2. I've heard that that's a highly rated game, and I really did not like it. I really did not enjoy Dishonored 2. And not the story opening I thought was weak. I didn't like the layout of the maps. And again, there's that issue in Dishonored where it's like they lock a lot of the fun behind like that's the morally bad ending. And I don't know, I understand the narrative thing that they are trying to go for with it. However, I don't think it's something you can truly get across in gameplay. Like, I think both options have to be as equally fun. But within them is a different skill set. But if you play the pacifist way to get the good endings in Dishonored 1 and 2, you just end up not spending any like points on anything as a pacifist. Because all the skills just hurt people. And so it makes me feel like I am missing out on parts of the game.
Whoa!
Alright, I know what I'm putting down as good game I dislike. It's Dishonored.
My humble respects.
Hey, Hashtal. Why the long face?
Cut the foolery, Henry. I'm in deep shit.
What happened?
They stole von Bergoff's favourite. I'm a dead man.
You mean von Bergov's horse?
No, his pig dog.
Eh?
Aye, his bloody horse. They stole von Bergoff's horse.
All right, I understand. But what about it? He doesn't deserve any better anyway.
Easy for you to say, but it all falls on my head. I'm the one responsible for these stables. Once it gets out that he's gone, I'll hang.
I'm sure it won't be so bad.
Oh, you're
Breath of the
sure,
Wild?
are you?
I would
Got
put...
to find that horse.
I'm going to disagree with you on Breath of the Wild, but I would agree with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, Breath of the Wild for the time it came out, I think, and on the count, I think for the era in which it released, I think it was pretty good. But I think I still agree to an extent, overrated.
Well, I'd like to help you.
But I think
Chasing a horse
Tears
around
of
the
the Kingdom is
countryside is more of a
overrated.
huntsman's job.
It won't be that hard. I know where those bandits are camped. I caught them in the act of breaking into the stables and managed to snag one of them. The others hightailed it with the horse.
And the one you caught snitched on the rest.
Well, at first he didn't want to, but after a little persuasion, he started singing. While he was still breathing, that is.
What?
It was an accident. I wanted to hand him over to the bailiff, but he was a sickly fella. I suppose I was too persuasive.
Well, thieving is a dangerous trade.
Keep it to yourself, all right? He may have been a thief.
I don't know,
but
Iconics.
I don't want no
in
trouble.
regards to what you were
If
saying
help
earlier
me,
about
I'll pay you well.
Clay saying I would put Kingdom Come 2 in a lot of the categories. This game just isn't hitting.
What
For
if the
me,
bandits
like,
have already sold the horse?
That
Kingdom
won't be
Come
so
1 did.
easy for them. It's von Bergoff's horse, and everybody around here knows it.
And I
Buying it
and
is
I
a
don't
fast
really
track
know
to the
what it
gallows.
is about this game
I'm
that's
more
just not
afraid they'll try to sell the poor
clicking
animal
with me
for
like Kingdom
meat.
Come 1 did.
If only they knew how valuable it is.
Because, like, I think the acting overall is better. The side characters, a couple of them feel like phoned-in appearances. But, like, I think Henry and Hans those actors in particular have really benefited in getting older as real life people, and so they have more experience. Like I know Hans's actor was like 23 when he was cast for Kingdom Come 1. Henry's actor is like 10 years older, but still relatively young in the acting field, I'd say. You know, he was in his early 30s.
Fine.
So
So what did he tell you?
The woods are thick
I
north of
think
here.
Henry and
He
Hans
said their camp is
are
in the
doing-
dry river.
giving much better
I reckon
performances.
you'll have to look around a bit.
I'll see what I can do.
But I don't know.
But no promises.
It's just,
Thanks, Henry, and God bless you.
something about it just isn't quite clicking for me, and it's bothering me that I can't figure out what it is about this game that just isn't clicking. Because usually for games, I feel like I'm able to figure it out. I feel like I'm usually able to give it a good old guess as to what's not clicking. Here, I don't know. I think it's overrated because most people don't even know how it is. Like saying it, read it from. Oh, yeah. Did I just hear someone like cry? Anyway, someone's tearing up in there. Henry's just gonna move on. I'm gonna take a look at the list again because I can't. Let's see. Gaming sheet. Oh shit! You updated it. It looks even better with the clay and. Let's see. Best narrative, favorite game of all time, Skyrim. Best narrative. Ooh. Art direction, combat, world building, and personal impact. Most replayed, Skyrim. Overrated. Bad game I like, Andromeda. Clay is gonna get pissed at that one. Favorite franchise, Elder Scrolls. Pro tag, side character. Ooh. I think I see one category where I think Kingdom Come might have a place. World building? Skyrim. Yeah. Let's see. Best forgotten. Ooh. The thing I don't know if I'll be able to rank is going to be best forgotten obscure game, best nostalgic game, and worst nostalgic game. Actually, no. I think I'll be able to do an obscure game. Though, for those that know it, they're probably going to be like, or those that were old enough to game back in the day are gonna know it, and they're gonna be like, that's not obscure. I'm gonna count it anyway. Yeah, my list is probably gonna be dominated by. I think I saw a couple spots where I'll put Mass Effect on. Elder Scrolls is going to be #1, of course, Skyrim. And then Ghost of Tsushima is going to have quite a bit of slots, I think. See if I can. Let's look at our map here and see where they could be. Okay, they're gonna be down here. They're gonna be. We follow the river. And I'm gonna shoot one of them in the face first. One of the things that bothers me about this game, one of the things that not clicking with me, the quest density. I've spent way too much goddamn time in Gutenberg. Way too much time. I've ranted about this before. I ranted about it last night. I'm gonna rant about it again today because I'm gonna be spending more fucking time in Gutenberg. Lawbreaker.
Alert! To arms!
Ow! Bitch.
You want to try me? Come on, then!
I've been waiting for you.
I'm not gonna bother looting the rest. But I will lockpick their chest. Got anything else in this makeshift camp? Nope. Horsey? Tilla, what a name.
Ka! Ka!
I literally could have just walked up, hopped on the horse, and run away. But more fun to kill. More fun to slaughter.
Quick! Ka! Go!
Who are you? You look fancy. Mercenary. Yeah, it's just thank you, sir. I don't know. At your service? I'm not really at your service. I'm at the service of Sir Hans of Capon, heir to Ratai,
Quick!
Lord of Berkstein and something else.
Quick! Ka!
I wonder what this horse's stats are in comparison to the goodest boy Pebbles. Oh. Fucking hell! He's better. Where's fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
My respects.
I've got good news. I found that stolen horse of yours.
Well, where is he?
I
Behind me.
left him standing over there.
Henry, thank God! Von Berghoff was already looking for him. If not for you, he'd hang me by the balls from the tower.
Well,
Not your balls.
I'll do what I can.
And I appreciate it. Here's a little something for your trouble. And if you ever want to learn something about horses, stop by.
I will. Thanks.
Right, well, that's... Yeah. Okay, we'll go all the way up to Grund next, I guess. Pebbles!
Quick!
You know, if they would... Iconics, if they would just remaster the first three Dragon Age games with the Veilguard combat system,
Ka!
I'd have so much fun. Like,
Go!
like Velgard, it's not a bad game.
Quick!
I wouldn't necessarily call it good. I enjoyed my time.
Ka!
But
Go!
that story had a fair few missteps that I think were easily avoidable.
Go! Just a bit further. Quick! Quick! Go! Quick! God! Quick! Whoa!
I'll show you.
I'll show you.
I'll rip your arse open. Show what you're
Yo,
made of.
what? To my ass?
Oh, oh, fuck! Show your stuff.
Yeah, cuddle with your dead friend. Who'd they murder? No, just soldiers. Alright.
Quick! Quick! Go! Go! Yeah! Ka! 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 Go! Go! Ja! Ja! Keep it up. Go! Go! Quick!
I don't know what the quest in Grand is gonna be.
Go! Da! Oh!
Let's wash off before we talk to quest giver.
How goes it, innkeep?
Shitty.
Oh.
Absolutely shitty, just
Good
so
to
you
know.
know. Exactly same shit as yesterday. And I can't wait to see how shitty it's gonna be tomorrow.
What happened?
Ugh. A pack of filth has taken a liking to my tavern. They come in here like they own the place. Make a mess and steal. They hold nothing sacred. The poor women have to lock themselves away. They're godless swine.
And the guards do nothing about it.
Phew. Without orders, they won't do a thing. And Lord Buresh, who pulls the strings round here, may be a good customer, but won't lift a finger as the year is long.
Then how many of them are there? Maybe I could help you get rid of them. For a few groschen.
Lad, you'd need a company of pikemen for that. There's only 6 or 7 that come in here. But I hear they have a camp in the woods, and who knows how many of them are there?
So a large band.
A band of brutes, led by a fella they call Eggman. And he's a right brute. Former soldier, they say.
Eggman? What kind of a name is that?
They say he can crack your head open like an egg with a single blow. But I figure it's because he stinks like a rotten egg. Got breath like a beggar's ballsack. I can always smell his band coming a mile away.
I'll take care of that riffraff.
By yourself? What are you gonna do?
These bands usually don't last long without a leader. I suspect if I get rid of Eggman, the others
Is there gonna
will
be a
leave you
Sonic
be.
reference?
Damn
Someone
it,
get
lad.
Wookiee.
You certainly have some courage. Taking them on alone, but if you managed, it would help me greatly.
You said something about a camp where they hide.
Is this
Do you
gonna
know
be?
where it is?
Is it Eggman?
Yeah, but they're always yelling at me to go and get them there, if I've got the balls. You must go northwest from the village, a bit further.
Hold
Yeah, I
on.
don't-
Really?
And there used to be an odd group there.
Yeah.
Also bandits, led by a fellow with an arrow in his head. But they're long gone. Your Eggman must have occupied it after them.
Well, excellent. Then you know where to go. But there's still one more thing. I got myself a little potion. I wanted to pour it into their drinks. Next time those swine show themselves. You know what I mean, right? To get rid of them. Maybe you'll find it handy.
Fine. I'll take it. Anything else?
Yeah. Once you take care of Eggman, bring me some proof. Not that I don't trust you, just so I can sleep calmly at night.
Fear not. I'm thorough at my work. And what kind of proof do you have in mind?
I'll leave that up to you. You'll certainly think of something. Just don't bring me any cut-off ears. Got it? So, good luck, and be careful.
Good luck. Will I be able to talk to Eggman? And be like, hey bro, can we not, can we stop the violence?
Quick!
Peace and love.
Quick! Quick! Whoa!
Turn around right now and get the hell out of here.
You're right. I'm going.
Look
Don't
at
worry.
him.
And don't come
He's
back, you
already
idiot.
shitting himself.
I won't let you stay here. You're in Bernard's kicking, you piece of shit!
Why didn't that work?
What the
what you're made of.
Taste my steel!
You want to try me? Fuck you!
Jesus Christ.
I've been waiting for you! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
How is he stronger than me?
Show your stuff! Oh! Jesus! I'm hit!
So I'm not seeing a Sonic reference anywhere. Aside from his name, Eggman. Damn it. Wookiee would be disappointed. Yeah, I'm slaughtering all of you. Excuse me.
Attack!
Wookiee, I just killed Eggman. You're welcome. Where's his body? Oh, my face is covering it, but I swear, it says Eggman. Raiding and running? How dare you? But for Winnie, I'll allow it. Not for you, though. Only for Winnie.
Go! Go! Quick! Whoa.
Innkeeper?
So I was in Eggman's camp.
Damn! I'm glad you're still alive. Was it bad there?
I killed them all.
What about Eggman?
You need not fear him any longer. He's taken care of. I brought you his hat, so you'll believe me.
Fuck's sake! That's Eggman's pilgrim hat!
He was a pilgrim.
Bollocks! He was a murderer, but that band of his caught a pilgrim. They forced him to walk around the camp until he collapsed from exhaustion. Just like that. For entertainment. Can you believe it? Then Eggman stole his hat.
Damn. Well, now it's yours.
Thanks. I'll wear it in honor of that poor, tormented fellow.
Now about holding a mass for that pilgrim. If he suffered so much on this earth, you could help him on his way to God, right?
That's a very good idea. Thanks, friend. Here's your reward. You deserved it. And may God be with you.
Well, that was easy. Those were a couple quick quests. Thought they'd be a bit longer. Well, let's go to Lady Rosa and then find out how to get in the city council.
Go! Quick! Whoa!
Come here, doggy.
If it wasn't
It was no.
nothing. Here, and thank.
5 groschen. Acceptable.
Quick!
I'll take it.
Go! Go! Die! Go! Quick! Die!
Time to go back inside fucking Gutenberg. Yay.
Die!
Not like we haven't spent 40 fucking hours in Gutenberg already.
Die! Slowly. Nice and slow.
That hurts, you idiot.
A wonderful
day for a wonderful time.
Apples, juicy apples, yellow, red. Quality goods.
Ow!
Hey!
Slow down, idiot.
Whoa! I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Doggy! Oh, I can only pet Mutt, huh? Yeah. Mademoiselle Rosa Routard.
By the way, like you were saying about that book,
My favorite book. Pray tell, did you find it?
as I wandered through the fortress, I stumbled upon von Bergov's chambers, and there it lay. Red leather, gold inlay, just as you said.
You really found it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I read a bit of it.
What did you think?
Why don't you tell me what you find so compelling about it? It's your favorite book, right?
Well, let's say that I identify with the author. We share a similar view of the world.
And who is the author? I didn't find
It's
a
her.
name in the book.
That's on purpose.
You wrote it,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Look, you never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together. You and me. What do you think?
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
My pleasure.
Yes, madam.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal part.
Both? Well, fine. And what should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. A tale of a man or a woman? I'll take careful notes of everything.
There are heaps of stories about men. So I propose one about a woman.
Forward
All
thinking,
right,
Henry.
A woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important
I
for
swear,
you.
there's a certain.
What would
There's going to be a
impress you
certain
in a
option here.
girl?
Oh. I'm surprised that as a joke, they didn't just have one option that says tits. Unless, if I answer that she's pretty, big old titties. Yeah, she should be
I
clever.
think above all that she should be clever.
And isn't that rather detrimental for a girl?
Only fools say that. Jilted half-wits who met girls smarter than themselves.
You'd be surprised. My father is no fool, but at times he wishes I were more of a goose. Or better yet, that I would change overnight into a sun. But if the lady in our story is clever, should she employ her wits for good or evil?
Good.
I'm for good intentions. If we come up with an interesting woman, it would be a shame to write her as evil.
Oh,
I
I see what they're
agree.
doing here.
Too bad it's only on paper. I'd like to meet our lady in the flesh.
I know what the writers are doing with this. With that, that's the writers. That's the writers themselves openly speaking, like about tropes and
Well,
and
just
writing and
about
stuff.
finished.
Bad tropes
Well,
and stuff.
Let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch. Especially if you'll be my model.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you, and you are courting her. What would you do?
I'd rather
Run
keep
away.
what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
Well, now we're done.
Oh, finally. I'm sore all over.
Your suffering is over. Come take a look at what we've done. Your reward.
She drew me without pants. Wait a minute. Her team's going. I think she's hitting on me with this book.
So what about that story of ours? Tell me your impressions.
Too bad there aren't more books like this. If there were, I might end up turning into a scholar.
Really?
Can we sleep with
I'll
Rosa?
take that as the highest possible compliment. And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash job, it's not bad, right?
Oh, it's pretty, really. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
I
We'll
know
compliment
I'm
her.
no master illuminator, but otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied. And thank you for the help. I really enjoyed it.
Well, so did I. And for that matter, you're an interesting girl, and I'd like to get to know you a little better.
No beating around the bush. How about that? please do stop by sometime. I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show you my collection of hunting trophies.
What do you mean by that? Nope. Nope, no. Stand back up, Henry. Let's talk to her.
You said you could teach.
If you ask me,
Very well then, lady.
that depends on what you're, or if you prefer. But I warn so.
Maybe another time.
Alright, no quests from Rosa. I wonder if they'll just tell us that we could... Billany now has a fucking... No. I'll deal with that. How to get this city council. We'll just run there, it's faster than the horse. Evil! You talking about women?
Enough to turn even an
Yeah, he
honest
is.
man's head.
Hey, Vavak, what's up,
Glad
buddy?
to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again. You can't call the
gall?
guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again.
Call it what you like. I need to get into the city council assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king?
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
And how about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
You're worse than a horse dealer.
Yeah.
Have it your way, then. You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle, that is zum Eisernen Adler.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
If thine eyes offend me, pluck.
If thine eyes offend me. How far do I gotta run?
God bless you.
No. What law did I break?
Don't be coy. Good day to you.
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am. And who might you be?
I'm Henry. I heard you're supposed to serve at the City Council Assembly.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put your feet up, fill your belly, and I'll do all the work for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine, while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I want to see the king in the flesh.
Why's that?
I heard a lot about him. How he won lots of battles, how he's courageous, just...
And as bad-tempered as the devil. He's got the councillors shitting themselves, fearing what's coming at this assembly. The more I think about it, the happier I am about not having to be there. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you?
Oh shit.
Can you tell different wines
no.
apart and that?
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right. No need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse. Clear?
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. I didn't get round to picking it up, so go and see Schneider in the
Well,
market.
that was easy.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not. Take care.
Schneider. Whom the fuck is Schneider?
Not like no other. Quality goods. The finest wares. The best wares on the market. Come.
It's not her. Not her.
A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
You're
always welcome.
The strong. Jesus Christ.
What do you have?
Maybe next time.
Who the fuck is Schneider?
You dobbed me in.
Crazy?
I have to go. God be
Leather
with you.
pouches!
Certainly.
Pouches, belts,
Farewell.
straps.
Nick!
All from the...
What can I do for you?
I hear one Franta Cooldown is supposed to come and pick up new clothes from you.
Aye, the finest. I spent the best part of 2 weeks working on them, and damn near left my fingers on them as buttons. But it was worth it. With clothes like that, He wouldn't be ashamed to stand before the king himself.
As it happens, you hit the nail on the head. Franta asked me to pick up those clothes for him.
Really?
He gave me a certificate. See? It's got his name on it.
I was hoping he'd try them on one last time before final adjustments. But, very well then.
For sale, fair prices, fine wares.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're here.
We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you.
Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarjitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes.
Look at his dick.
Don't
Got it.
look at him. And the most important thing?
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something.
Correct.
Yay.
The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it, right?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
I guess one wine either white or red.
There are the pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Waffen arsenal is a joke. And on top of that, the army was requisitioning
Hey,
from
boy,
it. A full
Should
cup
the
of
town
monastery
reserve
wine.
have worse weapons than any räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing.
I apologize, sir.
That Hacken
Which wine?
Monastery red.
hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich?
Sir?
All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is
Thank
eine
you.
Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what
I fancy some
Schwierigkeiten
Tokai.
this is.
Refill,
The
boy.
Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the
I'm sorry,
army
sir.
bearing down, and you
Orders
want to
from
defend
above.
yourselves.
This is
With a
unbelievable.
few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
I fancy some
What have you heard?
Refill, boy.
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom.
I apologize,
and we're
sir.
supposed to defend
Which
it
one?
with brooms?
Are you colorblind?
Right, Eldris.
Right.
But where can
I
we get
don't
the
like that
quid
it-
for better equipment?
We can always confiscate
Sir?
the property of the king's enemies. Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the yeomanly state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm
Dürfle.
afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Waiter, get me white.
Isn't it the same thing?
I'm sorry, sir. Orders from above.
So
This is
the cleanliness of
unbelievable.
the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right. We do
More
have
wine,
a new bath
Master
in
Bailiff.
Hop Brink,
I have
and
enough
Adam's
wine.
old ones.
Come
But
closer.
I hear the Hopbrink baths are more of a pig's.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with it, understood?
More baths? Surely not.
The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a river
Nice.
just a few steps from
Whose
the city
silver
wall.
might this be?
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you know... what?
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
But we don't have money to spend. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
I do my job good.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual.
Waiter,
that old
pour me
weasel
red
will
wine.
never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding.
Full cup of
We've
monastery
sorted it out
wine.
and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there?
Am
Leave
I
nothing
supposed
out?
to drink white when I wanted red?
True.
Pardon me.
In this case,
It's noisy.
You said.
it was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard
Oh,
there were
wait.
several dead.
Did you?
The red is not. Fuck.
That's grossly exaggerated. I don't
Hey,
think
waiter.
Rutard will
Pour me
cause
some
any
monastery
trouble.
wine.
He is sensible enough not
It's
to
the
draw
red.
attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's
I
not
partook-
only barbaric,
I partook in
but
those
also
duels.
illegal. I could understand it with mercenaries, students, and other scum
Hey,
of all
boy,
kinds.
a
but
full
city
cup of
councillors-
monastery wine.
Specific, Forsooker. Are you blaming one of us?
Ah, and
Sorry.
look who spoke first.
First of all,
The red is quite
wasn't
popular.
the duel around me. Vanish, you hear me? An honorable
Bro, I just finished.
And I didn't even take part in it.
And that's the only reason you're still here on the council and not in the pillory.
If you want to blame somebody, you should point the finger at the youngster here who's...
Excuse me?
Ah, never mind.
I suspect the gentleman from the city's
Refill, sir.
sword-fighting school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menhard.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But... why?
Because I'm bored. And because I told you.
Fuck you.
Get on with it.
Apparently settling accounts their
Gloves.
own. We'll soon be the laughing stock of the whole town.
You can rest assured the whole town is already laughing
That
at
was
us
easy enough.
all
And
day
he wanted
long.
me to count the winged
Don't want
figures.
there one more reason.
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling
1,
constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no
2,
one
3,
is left
4,
unspared.
5, 6, 7,
You, a councillor,
8,
let
9.
people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out
10, 11.
everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be
12,
out of
13,
customers.
14,
Ah, the hell with it.
15?
We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste
15?
our time?
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh. I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
There is the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a royal mining city.
You
Why
there,
can't we
lad?
build faster?
A cup of
Hire
red.
more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Sir?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other
You,
than the
lad.
welfare of the city
You look
behind your
familiar
complaints.
to me.
Oh, you do?
Have we
do
met?
you?
Well, naturally.
And what would that
Go
be?
to your tavern
Like,
almost every
for
day.
instance,
Really?
that you'd like to have
Then
your
you must have
altar
decent
there?
wages
So
to be
what if
able
I
to
was-
visit the best
Hold
tavern
your
in
horses,
town
gentlemen.
regularly.
That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse
Waiter,
me. You
pour me
wanted
red
to buy
wine.
yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the
It's
crown.
you?
Well,
I see
I
you've
hope
come
you're
up in
not
the world.
supplying
From
equipment
a
to the
bathhouse
army.
boy to a
If
waiter.
that's all they have,
You'll go
they
a
would
long
be
way.
defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells
It was a
from
lot more fun in the
Sailors on Oakley.
bathhouse.
What ne'er-do-wells?
You're a
Those
merry
wrestlers
soul,
upstairs,
lad.
of course.
I like that.
People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
He liked me.
This is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Hey, waiter, pour me some Takai.
Okay.
So,
Thank you, waiter.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Gyurcsák össze, a legjobb katonákat, és keljenek útra!
Shit. Henry, just pour the goddamn.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
And like this band of fights!
I like him. At that time at Raborsh. What's happening at Raborsh? Ew, that's wrong. No, I don't. Take me back to Henry. I don't want to be the old man.
come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they keep him mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
And what can I get for you?
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malishov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malishov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Kuttenberg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting.
Women?
But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in Ujits.
Then, what are you doing here at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
Also, hold up. He slipped up there. He slipped up there. He said opponents of the crown. My guy, if you're on the side of Wenceslas, you're not...
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Yeah, I don't fucking trust that dude at all. Not a fucking bit.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all,
Godwin,
we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation.
Oh fuck! It was one of those kinds of choices. I thought it was just multiple questions. Like
is
shit.
Unsustainable.
That did not mean to be anti-Semitic.
Is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the Lord?
No!
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
Henry's done a few things I'd like to give him a slap or two for. But like they say, to err is human. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz.
That's why he raised
Sir
Henry,
Radzig
to make up for abandoning
Henry's
his child.
real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Excuse me. I'd better not drink.
Better communion wine than kosher, is it?
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
I'm not going to die.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
Who the fuck
And
are
to
you?
yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain... shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome, because it would mean slow but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunststadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
I'd rather discuss those alliances sober. God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Job's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
How do you know Liechtenstein's behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans. But they wouldn't dream of stating them aloud. While it seems that Lord Liechtenstein, on the contrary, sees his opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
Oh, shit.
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Haman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Haman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the Council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, it would arouse suspicion.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odorin's groom has eyes everywhere.
I'll tell you, nobody has the license.
I'd like to check your horses out, and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Alder.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I'll talk to you later, Father. This is important.
You're in my home, so you'll talk to me first. What is it you want?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up, then. What are you doing here?
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then, I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Alder.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
We've never met. and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out peacefully.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence. I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout needs a lesson, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame, as always. Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher will sort it out, you'll see.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Look in my eyes, not at my sword!
No. No! Fuck!
Cover your right side!
Enough.
You've got a gap there I can
That will
drive a
do.
cart through!
God be with you, my friend.
My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. And the sooner you realize that,
How
the
old
better.
is he
I thought he
supposed
was
to
the way
be?
he was
'Cause
because his
was
first
not
son let
that
him
much
down.
younger than
And he hoped at least his
Father.
second would become something.
Not at all. I remember him the same since I was a nipper. When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now, I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
I've got to get him on our side and to cooperate with us.
Aren't we all on the same side?
Maybe everyone's saying that. But it's time to put it into action.
After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
What's that? God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed and watered. I'm not idle.
God forbid. But standing around here must be a pain in the arse, no? You might get thirsty.
Not really. What of it?
Shall we roll some dice? I'm sure you can take a little breather, eh?
Well, all right. But just for a little while. I'll wait at the table over there.
You! What are you doing here?
I'm waiting here for you.
Oh, how's that?
I've been watching you for a while, and I have a feeling you do well to talk a little. In conspectu Dei.
Who in God's name are you?
In God's name indeed. I'm a priest.
I thought he'd walked away
and
from
I know a
Damn
wretched
it.
sinner when I see one.
Is it that obvious? Christ above.
Don't blaspheme. It'll help you more to confess.
And in the morning, when I met him, I swore I never laid eyes on his daughter. Even though my back was scratched raw from our roll in the hay.
That's a mortal sin. Lying with a woman that you're not joined with in holy matrimony. And then lying
Yeah,
about
Father
it too.
Godwin.
That's
you know
already
about that.
2 commandments broken for the price of 1.
I'll go to hell for that, won't I?
You won't. As long as you repent. Be contrite, fast and pray. 10 Our Fathers. Ego te absolvo.
I'll start right away. Thank you, Father. I've been waiting for you. And the dice, too.
Somehow I'm no longer in the mood for it.
That makes 2 of us.
Yep. All right. That wasn't hard. Where's this next person?
So, my brother and talk about the inheritance.
I've got those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Come on, Father Godwin.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain, Godwin.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anna.
And to the success of
Could
our
I get
efforts.
could I get Father Godwin some company for a night? Where the hell's this next person? In here.
I'd like a beer!
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms as a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain too, eh? On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon. If he agrees, we can celebrate our alliance.
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Can I also tell Hans first? Hanush is there. Hans isn't. I want to go see if I can talk to Hans first.
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
The bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with 2 young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin. Wait till Hanush hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink to your health and my freedom.
I'd bet.
What?
Oh, alright, I'll go. I should have told Hanush first.
Take a look at... Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
Young Lord Capon is going to get married.
If he's got some impoverished noble's daughter pregnant, I'll have his hide. I'm not going to support some bastard.
You misunderstood my meaning. I was the one who arranged the betrothal. I mean, with your blessing.
You arranged a marriage for my ward? Just like that? With who?
With the niece of Sir Buchek, Lord of Kunstadt. Her name's Yitka.
Buchek of Kunstadt? The Buchek of Kunstadt? Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
I must sadly declare...
A small, pointy...
Sir Buchek.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Thank you, but...
But you were the only one.
Hey, what if I talk to Hans now? Nope, alright.
But me? Gentlemen, I think we can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstadt will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes! And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
Yes! The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslas, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
I told you, boy. I hope they make...
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I.
They're not going to make
We'll set
Hans
out
the
immediately.
pro-tag of the next one.
God willing.
Because he doesn't
will
live
be back within 3 weeks,
for that
along
long.
with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
Get back to the good stuff.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately.
Oh, not a
And then I
300
find out
cutscene.
things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this.
Oh, don't tell me
Without
he's gonna issue
evidence,
like a
we
pogrom or
cannot
something.
punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same.
Oh, he is.
Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein.
No, don't do that.
To do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wenceslas' side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rabble get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector? You're a bunch of incompetent sycophants! Chicken shits! Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else. The council is dismissed. You, don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart. We have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret.
Can I go yet?
And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raposh. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No. We shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly! If Raposh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
I don't want to go back to... Keep me in Henry's POV. I don't give a shit about the priest.
Margaret youngster. Didn't you say that Lord
Iggy tu Isidora
Begging to be eaten.
Prepare Bill. You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your
now.
poetic soul?
I never had one.
Truly? Not even a little?
Not even a little.
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only, there's nothing to drink. We've run dry.
Fuck. I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop. Your father surely has something better stored away. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those pictures for us, eh? I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Sorry, mate, but you're right about Sigismund. The sooner he's gone, the sooner
If the Queen did this, there wouldn't be...
That flashes out like there's no tomorrow.
Oh God.
Come on, someone will see us.
Eh? I won't.
Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us.
Who's
O
in
Angel
there?
Of Christ, Holy Guardian and Protector of my soul and body, forgive me every transgression which I have committed this day, and deliver me from every craft of my enemy and adversary.
Oh, it's just a maid.
Strong words.
Hey, man! Where are we supposed to keep watch outside the gate today?
Was this not wine?
The roast was calling out to me, begging to be eaten.
Your name is unpronounceable.
He tooted.
The rat'll be good, I hope.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rootard. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but is coming happily to the celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
I'll get you.
Jesus. The surrounded Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
Go fuck yourself. Get him! Take that! I'm bleeding!
One step back! Stand your ground!
Slice him up!
Hey, I need a hand here!
Yeah!
Quite do that.
Smash him spicy!
Son of a! I'm wounded! At the simmer!
If I could see in the dark, it wouldn't be as annoying.
Jesus. The surrounded Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
Fucking Horsons! What are those fancy moves, for fuck's sake? Let him have it! Bloody He's had it! True blood! Help me! Yeah! He wants it badly!
Not one step back! Stand your ground! What are those fancy moves, for fuck's sake?
That must
Yes!
Bash him on the head! Nice! Bash him on the head!
That is the French guy? I do not know. I'm busy trying to protect our fucking stupid ass brother.
Jesus. The surrounded Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
Get him!
Yes! Smash his face in! Stand your ground!
Where's my brother?
True blood! Yeah!
Where is my brother, dude? How can I protect him when I don't know where the fuck he is?
Jesus. The surrounded Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
Hey! Coming out with you, bastard!
We'll kick your ass.
Stand your ground! Drive those horses out!
I'm gonna look up. Can you protect your brother? Okay, yeah, you fucking...
Jesus!
1 second.
Surrounded Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
Protection. Fuck right the fuck off. Protect your brother, protect your brother. I can't fucking see shit, dude.
Jesus! The surrounded Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
You're up.
Dude, I am right on him. Let me do the fucking...
Slice you up.
You won't get me.
Him on the
You're still bad luck.
Slice him up.
He wounded me badly.
Bleeding like a...
No more mistakes.
I'll be done with you in a flash.
Nice hit.
Bleeding like a...
Nice.
You won't get me. Get the leader.
Drive those horses out.
No chance.
Cover your head, damn it.
Can't see shit.
Quick!
God.
Take that fucker out! Whoa! Nice strike!
Come and get another.
Victory or death!
Do it. Hey, get him! Hey, get him! Keep it up!
Push me! True blood! Yeah. Show what you're made of! Christ! I'm hit!
I can't see anything.
Gun here, Horsons.
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Oh, fuck me. Do my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Kunrad of Vector away too.
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hanush?
They left with Yobst long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but... not everyone was so lucky.
Where did they go? Back to Rattay?
They've got to raise an army for us. And I hope they fucking hurry.
So we have a plan to counter Sigismund?
More of a promise than a plan.
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce. We should lay low until Jobst gets back.
I'll gladly play dead for a while.
Be so kind. And don't speak of the dead.
What happened, Godwin? Who died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those butchers. May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
And they almost killed my brother.
But only almost. Good work.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it. For nothing.
Old grievances aside, Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I wouldn't give up on the fucker either.
We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghow took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you. But von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsch in return.
When he sees what von Berghow did with it, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck-deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat, trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing. I can just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews.
Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
He's here too?
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as possible. And tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the walls until morning.
Young, dirty.
I'll be with Christopher.
Boyfriend.
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Waldstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and most influential allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless,
I have to admit, it
That's
can't
just
get
normal,
much
though.
worse.
Actually,
the wine doesn't do anything different.
it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
What if the old wolf doesn't come back?
He's not a little boy anymore. Soon he'll get married and have a bunch of children.
We can only hope.
Should not come here.
You're it.
Sam, I need to have a word with you.
Uh-huh.
That makes two of us.
Just tell him. You may not get another chance.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the Master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Why are you even telling me this?
I thought you would want to know. Martin was raising you instead of being with Mother. And me.
I know what it's like. My real father rejected me too. I learned the truth only after Pa's death.
You know, all my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him, it troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking whoreson.
What's a Gezerah?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out, quick, before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I'll come. And Liechtenstein already knows about it too.
Very well. We should get going
I don't
right
wanna
away.
Back to the goddamn city.
Let's not waste time.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean, but,
Could you stop blabbering already?
Yeah, come on.
We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Let's go then.
I don't think we have the time to pray. the point? Y'all, why didn't it just give me a cutscene to straight there? Why do we have to go through this? This is ruining the. This is slowing the pacing so much.
Perish. Can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me...
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
We really should pick up the pace.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
Yeah, the pacing is a bit off, I think, in this game compared to 1. A bit too much yapping.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
I would be happier if you could do without it.
We all would, lad. But it has been decided as punishment for our many
Killed our
sins.
savior.
What did you just say?
Nothing. I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up. Put it up. My heart is getting numb.
Halt! I heard something.
So, do you hear anyone?
If they manage to get all the way here, it is all over.
No, I think... I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving. We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone.
What about us?
You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us.
Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubienka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
Follow me. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who can be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now?
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I'll go upstairs and see if anyone is still there.
I hope so. If they took anything from down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
It's the way out. Moses.
Why the fuck do you serve Eric then? If you're scared shitless of him.
What do you expect me to do? Go up to him and tell him I'm leaving?
Aye, that ain't a good idea.
In God's name!
In God's name! How do I get out? It's like, no. All of them. All who were named. Damn. Don't know how to pronounce that name. What? This inn is confusing.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she all right?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Hamardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him, yet I cannot wait to wring his neck.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mama is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir, if any more of them come here...
I can take care of myself. Now go. God be with you.
Is that you?
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shul fast. Can you walk?
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mummy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
Her door won't fucking open, dude.
What's the matter? Where's Sam?
You can see him outside.
Don't worry, Mom. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott, what happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go now. We're out of time.
Wait, who are you anyway?
My name is Henry, and I'm a friend of Sam's. I was the one who warned him Sigismund was coming for you.
Thank you. I just hope we can escape before...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back. It might be safer there.
What's
Couldn't
going
have
on?
just gone to the door and told your mother.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyards. Follow me. Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
Ah!
Sorry, I have a slow crossbow. Fuck. I don't think I can switch. No, I can't. Oops. Now you tell me I need to put... What if I didn't have a ranged weapon, y'all?
They're gone. We have to keep going. Through the yards. That is you didn't live. Can you help them?
You won't be able to take another one like that. Now
He's too much for me!
I can still feel him dragging.
Oi, I don't know.
You all okay?
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
Hey, those Christ killers! Help me with him!
I'll have your ass off. You'll be sorry, fucker.
Lass me, or you'll be sorry! Mummy, are you all right?
Kiss them all down.
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? You'd rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
Alright, Kubienka's growing on me
Go
now.
inside. Quick. To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone.
Yes,
there they
please.
are. Well, now we're really fucked.
Mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
Oh, I could slaughter them all, my dudes. Come on. This is easy work.
What the hell is this?
No, you You're dead. I still can't fight you down. That fucker out! Damn it!
Come on, scum!
keeping you! Yeah! In the name of our Lord! You won't get me! You got him completely! You!
Hey! I need a hand here!
In the name of our Lord!
For glory and carnage, die!
Kill them! God will forgive you!
Come on! Everyone's inside!
Henry, come on! Let's go!
God more me.
Let's go. It's this way.
Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
I don't know if this is the
Right.
time to talk about
I'm
Martin.
fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
I know this might not be the best time.
No,
but
it's not.
do you think we could talk about Martin?
What? You know my Martin?
I do. He's...
I don't know. It seems like he fucked you once and
Well,
then dipped.
He's my father.
I guess maybe they're
Lord
related.
Hashem.
I mean, not actually by blood. But he raised me.
Meins is kindele. Tell me, how is he?
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh, the hen of Shutsura Roir Hahayim.
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others first. At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died before he could meet Samuel.
Is everything all right?
Yes, do not worry. We were just talking about Martin.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town, but there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went schlag auf schlag.
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoreisa, forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day, I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Colin, but he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough.
All right.
Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
I don't mind this potentially retroactive addition to Martin's backstory.
And what about you?
I mean, they left it kind of.
Did you
up
ever
in the air.
find
We
another
didn't really know
man
much
after
about
that?
Martin.
No.
Except he was
My father called
too
me
good
a
of a
widow,
blacksmith to be in
so I
Skalitz.
stayed a widow.
And he didn't try to find anyone else for you?
You know he did, but it never worked out. I made sure of that.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not to. That was probably my father's doing too. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of Samuel. That was the most important thing.
All right. That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother, even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen. I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourselves, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil's Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
Fuck!
Well, you've completed most of the game's content. Well, ain't that telling me something? Am I nearing a point of no return? I might be. Alright, that's going to be where I stop for tonight, though. Clay, thank you for the raid. Iconics and Philip, thank y'all for showing up and chatting a little bit. I shall be back. And I don't know. Friday, maybe? We'll see if I feel like streaming in the afternoon. Otherwise, it will be Sunday night. But for now, goodbye.